Okay, up next, the next Goodwill find. Turntable, and again, this is one of the atypical turntables. There were there were four that aren't the run-of-the-mill BSR, BIC turntables. This was marked $9.99. Somebody got a heck of a deal. Once upon a time, possibly. Now this has a toasted motor, some other issue, then it may not be such a good deal at $9. But someone at some point in time paid $9.99 for it. Oh, and here's a Goodwill receipt. So if anyone's wondering, if you haven't watched the initial video explaining what the series is about, yeah, so this is from 2002. So 2002 receipt, and they paid $10.64, 21 years ago. Belt is absolute goo, and I need to get a paper towel. I got a little bit of time this morning. I thought I would jump on this one. So Yamaha YPB4, great turntable, made by CEC. Every bit as good as a Marantz 6100. In fact, a lot of the components used in this are the same as those used in the Marantz. The design is very, very, very similar, but you don't pay the Marantz tax. So you get a turntable that's pretty much on par with the Marantz, if not an equal. They say that, I mean, they use the same tone arm stand. It's just, it has an Ortofon FF15XE Mark II. It looks to be in decent shape, but I'll throw it under the scope and check it out. Original Yamaha head shell, which is super cool. Tone arm elevator comes up, goes down, at least without the tone arm, nice and slow. I bet I'll probably have to redamp that, but we'll have to see. Let's plug it in and see if the motor is spinning. And I do have belts for at least the YP211, and I think it's the same belt. And the motor's spinning and the motor's quiet. Man, back in the day, somebody got a good deal on this. Alright, so let's scrape some of this belt goo off of here. And one of the other turntables, I dropped some of this goo on the floor, and it finds your shoes faster than anything. So I've got kind of a sticky spot right in front of my bench. Gotta clean off. It's coming off pretty easy. The spindle feels nice and free. I'm going to try to preserve that sticker if I can. Sweet. Oops. And that does leave a little bit of a residue, so I do want to wipe that off. Oh man, I hit. Okay. Didn't realize that was going to come off there. And right on cue, phone rings. All right, I had to take care of some business. Let me find my, where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. I don't keep a lot of belts, but I went through so many of these Yamahas at one point in time. I bought some, and then I just didn't go through any. So this is for the YP211. I'm almost positive it's the same belt that goes on the YPB4. If I'm wrong, I'll order one, but I'm going to throw this on here and give it a whirl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same. That's the same belt. So let's put it on 33. I'm going to grab my phone. I do want to put the head shell on because I want to see what's going on with the auto return. And I want to look at the damping. Alright, so I'm going to do a poor man's. And again, I go with 1.5 for just for testing purposes. So tone arm up. That actually looks pretty good. I usually go for 4 seconds. 1,002. Man, that's about 2. So I may redamp that tone arm. I don't know. So let's see what happens at the end of the record. I hear it clicking. It's going back. Ooh. I gotta see what that was. There's kind of a squealing noise. Let's see. It almost sounded like something was going on with the belt. I don't think it's twisted. Oh no, something over here is making noise. Might be a lube issue. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. So turn off. Turn off. There we go. Now let's check the speed. Oh, there's some goo on there. To me, that speed looks good, but let's see what's going on. A little bit slow. But again, haven't lubed anything, haven't lubed the motor, haven't lubed the spindle. I'm going on faith that this is the right size belt. And there are ways that we can improve that speed that I've discussed and I will discuss as I go through the video. Alright, so I'm going to leave that belt on there so I know where it is. Alright, first things first. That feels alright, but let's see what we can do about that speed. Without getting too crazy. Alright, so far on all of these garage sale turntables, all but one required new RCA cables. And I think just having the RCA cables bundled the way all of them were contributed to that with the failure. But let's first look at this spindle. Yeah, that grease is hard as a rock. I bet that's what was making that noise. So we'll also hit these with some white lithium. Clean them up and then hit them. Whoops. Man, there's always one thing. It just goes flying. Okay. Interesting design. Yeah, that's very kind of gummy. That appears to be some kind of grease. That's not cracked, so that's good. A lot of these white nylon gears will crack over time. Yeah, this is a grease that's in here. I don't like using grease for spindles, but we'll clean this out. Use a little bit of lithium grease in here. Pretty clean. All right. Take a little bit of alcohol and clean the grease off that spindle. The shaft here. Yeah, that's an interesting design. I guess I never really paid attention to it. I don't want to use too much of this, so just a little bit of a... Yep, much better. It's not free spinning, but it's better than it was. I guess I could have left that on there. So what this does is this keeps that spindle in position on here. These two little screws in here. Oh, that was from the middle. There we go. Well, it's going to be easier to do it this way, I think. Alright, I'm going to reassemble this and come back. Okay, that's been reassembled. Take a cotton swab and I'm going to clean up some of this hardened grease. I'm going to try to do this without disassembling the table. And then we'll apply some lithium once I remove this old grease. It's coming off really easy. Get a paper towel.